Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tuesday, the 6th of December. We've had 3 trading days so far this month. I'm going to say trading, it's day trading. That's what this channel's about, day trade with Tony. So I want to say day trading. I specifically mean equities, so stocks and shares. Now, today is a classic case of soccer World Cup FOMO, or football World Cup FOMO if you're from anywhere outside the USA, but soccer World Cup FOMO if you're in the USA. What happened today? Well, I've lost $20,000 in a single day. $20,000 is a lot. It's what, 2/3 of, well, not quite, but two-thirds of what we've made in December so far. But we're only 4 days in, 4 trading days, that is. So we've still got plenty of time left. We can still hit our goals. We were ahead 4 trading days. We should be at $20,000. Instead, we're at like $13,000. So unfortunately, it is what it is, and we can make that up this week. We can not only make that up, we can overachieve, and we can have a really good week this week. I've got to look at the positives. And whilst today, in fact, the last couple of days, yesterday wasn't a great day to trade. I got profitable, managed to have a 5,000 over goal. In fact, I have a $5,000 day yesterday, but it was difficult. It was very choppy, very sideways, very non-eventish. Today was like that for the first, well, there was nothing happening pre-market, but then for the first hour, it was very choppy, very sideways, very non-eventish. I lost $20,000, as I say. But the large part of that was on XPeng. I went in big size as it moved up. Because there was nothing pre-market, I was getting a little bit frustrated. And the first sign of life, XPeng popped up at the open, and I jumped in. Not patient enough to wait for the pullback. Jumped in at the top of the move, and it pulled back. And I thought, okay, do you know what? It'll pull back. We'll get some look for support. So I doubled down, and it continued to sell off. And this is a classic case of just impatience and deviating from the strategy and not waiting for the setup, just chasing momentum. My own fault. $15,000 down on XPEV. I did try and trade Ra Medical, lost $2,000 on Ra Medical, and then lost $3,000 on GitLab. However, what's frustrating is I thought, look, this is not my day. Everything I'm just looking at is just everything I'm looking at getting into is going the opposite direction. I thought maybe it's a day for shorting, so I thought I'll look for a short position. The things I looked for short then started to rally, and do you know what? It's not my day. I'll get out. I'll go and watch the football. Watch the Spain game. Ooh. Spain got knocked out by Morocco, of all people. Kind of the cross-Mediterranean neighbours. They share a very small strait, between Gibraltar and Morocco. You can actually see the Moroccan mountains from Soto Grande in the south coast of Spain. So. Yeah, interesting match. Nothing to do with trading, everything to do with football. I came back after the Spain game. It went to extra time, 0-0. Went to penalties. Interesting. Spain, they couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo. That's how bad they were with penalties. But so they got knocked out. I came back, and everything I was looking at trading had rallied. I'm thinking, good Lord, but what's going on there? So XPEV, I lost $15,000. I could have just held it and I would have made money. I'd probably made $5,000 if I just held it. And a few other things. Neo moved up that I was looking at potentially trading. Ra Medical moved up as well. All in all, it was just a classic case of FOMO. If I'd stayed at my desk instead of going watching the football, I probably would have lost more money. So in hindsight, even though everything rallied, it just wasn't my day. And I've got to accept that there are going to be days like that when people are making money on stocks and you're just doing nothing but losing money. And today was one of those days. So XPeng, or XPEV, is the ticker. XPeng is the company. That rallied and went up quite a substantial amount, and it pulled back. Towards the end of the day, it did pull back, but it's finishing right now in the green. It's profitable. It's had an upwards day, but you've got to be careful about 2 things. Stick to your strategy. Be patient. Wait for the setup. Don't trade out of boredom. And I kept saying this pre-market, and I was a good boy. I didn't trade until the bell, and then the bell went off, and I got excited because there was some movement, and I jumped in and chased the momentum. And that's a classic blunder. Probably the third most worst classic blunder. I mean, the first classic blunder is never get involved in a land war in Asia. The second one is never mix it up with the Sicilian when death is on the line, but only slightly lesser well known is don't chase momentum when you're day trading. But there you go. And if you get the references, we can be friends. So what happened? Well, we traded 3 stocks and we lost heavily on all 3 of them. So let's have a quick look at where we are. So XPeng was the first one that we traded, and let's go back to what actually happened here. So this moved up huge amounts. In fact, I'm just going to switch this over to the 1 minute chart so you can actually see what's going on here. And this moved up. It broke the pre-market highs. I saw this on the other screen. By the time I switched over and was ready to trade this, it was up here. It was breaking $12. So we jumped in, ready for the move up, and we jumped as it moved up. We break at $12. We got in. It moved up 12.05. We added to a position 12.10. We scaled up. We thought, okay, we'll get in big on this. It'll 12.25, and we'll make some good money. And then it flushed hard. It moved hard down, and I'm thinking, okay, well, bounce at the VWAP for a move back up. So we added to the position for a bounce on the VWAP, and it broke the VWAP, and it came all the way back down, and we exited the position. And it then started to move back up again. We didn't get in. It got rejected at the VWAP. So I thought, okay, that's fine. It then moved back up. Another attempt at the VWAP. So we entered. And I thought, okay, as it broke new highs here, we entered, and it pulled back again, and we lost again. So $15,000 down. And look at this. It then started to rally, and I was already out at this time. It rallied. It rallied. It pulled all the way back down, but then it rallied. And if I zoom out a little bit, you can see what actually happened with this. So this is what I'm talking about with World Cup FOMO. We get a double bottom. One of my favorite patterns to trade from a bullish perspective. So pull back, move up, pull back, double bottom, classic W formation, and it rallied all the way up to even breaking the opening range highs. So all the way up to 12.36 on the day, and I came back after watching the football. I'm thinking I've missed the entirety of this move. It's already pulled back, and I'm thinking I've missed the move. And then it just continued to sell off. So I potentially could have gone short on this, but probably not worth the risk. So that was XPeng. We did, as I say, we did trade Ra Medical. So this one was something that we tried to get in here, and it then pulled back, and we got out quickly, and we lost it. So we got in. What we got in here was in this move up. Nice big move up, and then we got a nice little pullback, and as this made new highs here, that's where we got in. New highs here, and then it started to pull back. So we thought, okay, we'll give it a little bit. I think we gave it kind of 25 cents or whatever it was, and it continued to sell off, so we got out. But guess what? If we'd stuck at this, it would have moved up and moved up. So we got in here at 490 for the break of 490, and it went all the way up to 535. So if we'd just kind of been patient with this, and a little bit too tight on the risk management with this, but a little bit patient, we could have got a good 40, 50 cents on that on the move up. So classic case of football FOMO. Went watching the football, missed the moves that I was waiting for. We did trade GitLab. Now GitLab sold off hard, and we tried to get in there for the move back up, and the pull down. We got this. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can actually see. It was kind of a cup and handle formation, if you will, that we were looking for. Hit down here, so a little bit of move, and then we were looking at this, even a double bottom, if you will. So we tried to get in that, and didn't quite work in our favour, and we lost on this one as well as this pullback. and you can see it sold off hard, and didn't really come back. So went up to kind of over $43 and then sold off hard. So not my day today. That's just the way it is. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And whilst unfortunate, it's a big loss for me. It's a big red day. We had a $20,000 green day on Friday, and today we've had a big red day. So kind of a little bit annoyed with myself, the way I've traded it. A little bit annoyed with myself in terms of should have been cutting my losers. Instead, I got greedy with XPeng, and as it moved up, I tried to chase the momentum. I should have just waited for that pullback. If I'd waited for that pullback, I would have saved myself a lot of money. It would have pulled all the way back, and I would never have taken that trade, and maybe traded it later when it did actually move up and get the reversal. But look, it is what it is. Patience is an absolute must when it comes to trading. Sometimes just sitting on your hands is more profitable than chasing the momentum, as today's proven. And they say in day trading that the money's made in waiting. I wasn't patient enough to wait today. So that's a lesson. That's a big lesson to be learned out of my my losses today. We're still green on the month. So only day trading day 4. Still green on the month. We're now red on the week, but we're green on the month. We're in a very good position on the year. We're still in with the chance of hitting that 7-figure net number for the year. So I've got to remain positive. I've had a lot to drink watching the football, which is why I didn't come back for Power Hour and do a Power Hour trade. There's, don't drink and trade. I've learned that lesson very recently as well. And I'll be back at it tomorrow. It's a new day. There's new trades to be made. And look, how quickly can we recover from this drawdown? Let's find out. We've got a couple of days left of this week. Let's see what we can do with it. See you there, 90 minutes before the market opens. Remember to do that with this video as well, by the way. Catch you later. Enjoy your evening.